Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today. I'm out early. Everybody's out running and having a good time. I'm in Las Vegas for a conference that I will definitely cover for the private channel. I'm right next to Old Red, Blake Shelton's place, and the new place Bottled Blonde, which is getting a lot of people and bands at night. And there is the beautiful Bellagio across the street. But man, oh man, there's a lot to talk about this morning. And I want to talk to you guys about real estate and how real estate is a problem. But I want to talk to you about a darker side of this, which is worth doing, because what you have is you've got $35 trillion worth of equity in people's homes right now. And real estate agents, they're the ones that are going to make the money. Your house short sells, real estate agents are going to make the money. You go out and you buy a house for 400 grand and sell it for 800 grand, the real estate agent's going to make money on that too. One thing that happened this week that was kind of interesting was a man, Blake Owens, who set up a new AI program called Agrippa. And Agrippa puts together commercial real estate deals with financing and cuts out the brokers. Oh, wait a second. And they said, we're going to revolutionize real estate. We're going to make it so you're never going to have to deal with a real estate broker again. Once we do commercial, we're going to switch to residential. Now, here's the thing about this that people need to understand. There is a difference between a criminal and a gangster. A gangster is someone who is not here to do a stick-up job, rob a liquor store, steal your phone from the side of the road. No. Gangsters are into much more sophisticated things. Blake Owens got a letter this week, and the letter was very threatening. It had a severed pig's head sent to him as a package to his home, cut up and wrapped up. And the letter, which I'll read to you because it's awesome, was crazy because, it called the guy a Clark Kent wannabe. And again, Mr. Owens, here's what he looks like, so you can get the gist of that. But I thought, wait a second, it's kind of serious to do this. And as I researched this, I'm thinking, wait a second, these guys mean business. Now, here's the letter. Clark Kent knockoff. A simple Google search goes a long way these days, especially in Vegas. Saw your Marcius video. What a joke. AI isn't going to replace brokers. Clearly you don't understand real estate. And it sure as hell wasn't built by some tech guys in Lululemons. Okay? It was built by brokers. We did the hard work with no shortcuts, no tech people, just people. Now, guys, one thing, for those of you that know this or don't know this, I was a screenwriter. The one thing that I absolutely loved doing was the research. You research a white-collar crime and the people that are involved in that and the level of sophistication that they would go to steal from someone is unbelievable. Well, here's the thing that I learned is that people that are criminals, okay, don't do things like that. Gangsters do this. And gangsters are sophisticated individuals. They go out and they own insurance agencies. They own brokerage houses. They, own car dealerships. They own large businesses, lending companies, biotech companies, everything that is in all of our lives. These people coach your little league team. These people are family members. They go on vacation and they spend money, but they take care of their own. And one thing that we need to discuss about this is the one thing about real estate is that the brokers basically have their hand in everything. Commercial deals, residential deals, they want their cut, guys. And this guy's not going to be able to do this and not have it go unnoticed by the people that are making billions of dollars a year. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, Dan, you're kind of exaggerating. It's kind of nuts what you're talking about. You can think anything you want, okay? But I'm telling you, these are not the people that you mess with in this world. It's that simple, okay? Again, I have talked to people who've told me things about, let's just call it the life, and things that they did to collect and things like that. It's very, very serious. If that, these people, put it this way, Their family means everything to them. Their money comes second. But if you mess with either of those things or people that they care about, then you have a problem, serious problem. Now, they have a person of interest because it looks like this imbecile who sent this, who was probably the front man just to go, hey, listen, go mail this package and we'll give you money, because he doesn't look too smart, okay? He went to the post office. Now, I don't know about you, but if you didn't realize this, the post office has this thing called cameras. Remember a few years back going postal, how they wanted to protect people? That's why they do this. So this idiot went to the post office to go and start the shenanigans trip. I'm not going to show that asshole's picture. But anyways, you get it, okay? This is going to be, I think this is very serious. I personally, I thought when I read this, I thought, wow, this guy's in danger, okay, for doing this, okay? And, we'll see. So a few other things, the big, beautiful bill, a lot of the things are coming out about this. First things first, being in Las Vegas, like I said, I'm here for a trade show, had a lot of people ask me, hey, what about this gambling thing? They're going to raise the threshold for 1099s to $2,000 next year. So if you have a jackpot that's $2,001, you have to get a 1099 for it, which is interesting. And plus, the gambling debts are not 100% deductible right now. You cannot write off all your losses. It's only 90% of the losses. Now, here's the thing. You have people that get hundreds of thousands of dollars in 1099s a year, and now they're going to have to explain that and pay taxes on, only, and 10% of their losses. Terrible, terrible. When it comes to auto lending with the big, beautiful bill, here's a couple things. Remember, you can write off American cars. No, the American car has to be finished here in the States. It has to be manufactured and finished here in the States. So if you have a car that was finished here, and you can ask your car dealer about this, or a lender about this, or your tax man, and they can explain it to you, but you can only deduct $10,000 worth of interest. So for those of you thinking you're going to go out and buy a $800,000 car and you're going to deduct all the interest, it's not going to fly. The Bellagio here, you've got Paris there, Cosmo's there, the Agria down the street, so kind of a lot going on. I just thought I'd come up on the bridge for you and film this. But it's going to be interesting. One thing that we've experienced around the world is global food prices going up, and it's absolutely insane. It's not just here in the States, it's everywhere. You're seeing vegetables, meats, everything, additives, everything go up, fertilizer, everything, and it's made global food prices go up. I am utterly shocked. I'm telling you, when I had my 2 kids at the house, it was bad enough, but you go to today, it's got to be impossible for people to afford food right now. So read that article. Speaking of that, one thing I wanted to show you guys was there's a CVS over here, and this CVS is insane because they have everything's under lock and key. I was here a couple months ago. It wasn't like that. Now they've added different places to where you can't, grab, deodorant on your own. You have to have somebody go out and unlock a key, but you also have to go through a separate turnstile. So you have to have separate transactions when you go do things like this. It's crazy. So, the other thing is this goes to Walgreens. There's CVS, it goes to the Walgreens. Walgreens is closing hundreds of stores right now. There's a great article talking about that. And you can go out and you can see where the stores are closing around the country. We're going to have what they call pharmacy deserts, where you're going to have areas that will not have a good pharmacy, okay, close by. Now here in Vegas, you can sit there and say, oh, Dan, it's so busy here in Las Vegas. The other CVS down the street closed, okay? If you've ever been here, and I know a lot of you have, you guys have experienced these places, and it's insane, the number of people that go there, the lines that are there. But if you want to buy a Diet Coke, you'd rather spend $3 than $12 at your hotel. So that's why you have that. But you got to see this. So a couple other things, so the $35 trillion in debt, $35 trillion in equity, that's a big deal, guys. Here's the thing. As we go to, the changes in the market, you're going to see short sales again. You're going to see people that buy at the top of the market and they're going to lose their home. So the bank can take Let's say a guy bought it for 1.2 million and you get a $900,000 offer. The bank can accept that directly. Now, very few people do that on their own. There are brokerages that are being trained right now. And there's classes right now that brokers can take to learn how to do this process. So what do you guys think about this? Think that guy's in danger that made that site, that AI site, or is it just a harmless ruse and something that we shouldn't mess with? Just no big deal. Let me know. I think it's serious, man. You don't send letters like that. You don't send a pig's head and not have it be serious. Let me know what you think. And let's go walk inside the CVS so that I can show you guys what a nightmare looks like. Now, this is the CVS directly across the street from the Bellagio. You see that over there. But let me show you how insane this place is. They have a separate beauty entrance. All the stuff that can get ripped off is under lock and key now, completely. This wasn't like this a couple months ago. Absolutely insane. Okay? So everything. Terrible, guys. It's terrible. So, oh, you want copper tone? Okay, you want soap? Oh, you know what I mean, guys? It's just too much, guys. It's way, way, way too much. Okay? Again, I know it's Vegas because of all the crime. That's why they did this. But this is insanity. Now you got to pay for stuff in that little area before you leave. And there's no cutting corners or anything like that. But even early in the morning, we've got the problems with Vegas. Vegas needs a bath 24/7. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, as I walk back over to the hotel and I'm going to catch a ride to the conference, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You want to get a hold of me, guys, it's hello@iAllegedly. You want to send me a story, anything like this. I mean, you're going to see a lot of crazy things happen. And when you mess with somebody's livelihood, no one's going to tolerate that right now. So we're going to see craziness. Let me know what you think, and love to hear from you. Onward and upward, guys. The Grand Bazaar shops are now open. You don't have to walk through those tunnels over here now for those of you that have been to Vegas lately. And it's nice to do this early before everybody gets out here. A lot of runners out here this morning, which is kind of surprising, but I will see you guys very soon.